The Hawkeyes will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Townsend. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will go on the attack first. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's going to make a statement to them.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They nuke.
Unleashes one deep. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Get a field goal on the opening drive.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Iowa State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Hauls it in. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. The give is to Smith. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Baker. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
Touchdown, Cyclones! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way, and when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football, and this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner will be knocked down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Continuing to churn and moving forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quarterback adapting. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Baker. He's got him this time. Oh, he got loose. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Hawkeyes need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for it.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hawkeye. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it out. It's Townsend. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. To the air, it's Manning. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Cyclones really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to.
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you...
He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pulls it in. It's Boston. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Snagged out of the air. Bounced off his feet.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down, 1st down, 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Got his man on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Iowa State, 35. Iowa, 10.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Baker. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires left. That's reeled in. It's Boston. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Breaks into the open. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the 2nd half will give us. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Using his legs, it's Gibson. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Oh, he's got some space. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Might as well give it to him again.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Fires on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense. That
he wants to go deep. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Cyclones. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The Cyclones keep gaining strength, and Iowa State stretches out its lead.
Man, gaining strength, gaining momentum, gaining belief, right? Like gaining belief that you can get this done. Such a big rivalry game with so much emotion.
Yeah, Iowa feels like they're in a natural disaster right now. They feel like they're in a cyclone. They don't know which way is up or down. They are lost.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's the handoff. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And they're able to get him down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got it. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. On the ground, it's Gibson. He breaks a tackle. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Looking for a man. It's Dotson. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. It's a running room. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on 1st down from the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Puts it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Hawkeyes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.